I've literally seen all the new master plan developments throughout Sacramento, from the top-notch luxury builds to the most affordable homes in Sacramento. But today I'm right here in Arbor Ranch, a hot new master plan development in El Grove. There's literally multiple builders around here. But what makes this development right here special is that we're gonna be reviewing some of the best deals going on in Sacramento. And this one right here is offering interest rates as low as 1.99% right now. This is an insanely crazy low interest rate and some of the best deals that I've seen in all of Sacramento. So if you want to get a look at some of the best deals going on throughout the Sacramento region, I'm going to show you a few new communities that you need to keep an eye out on. Now, some of you are probably wondering, how on earth are these low interest rates possible? Well, it's called a 3-2-1 buy down that the builder is offering on their quicker move-in homes. So essentially homes that are ready in the next 30 to 60 days. Now, some of our clients have actually taken advantage of loans like this. You can get, for your first year, a 1.99% interest rate, for your second year, a 2.99% rate, for your third year, a 3.99%, and for your fourth year, moving on towards the rest of the loan, a 4.99% interest rate fixed. This is literally helping our clients save hundreds of dollars a month just on payment with these lower interest rates. All right, now we're stepping into the Residence 3. The entrance, you can see, kind of goes up on the left-hand side up the staircase. But right here, you have the LVP flooring, a luxury vinyl plank, typically a lot more durable. It's known to also be either water resistant, sometimes even waterproof. I do like the color of it on this one. And then right here off the front entrance, you actually have a half bath, almost like a guest bath right here. Going on into this way, the living room is really the main part of this home. Right here, this is really where it opens up inside this home. This is one of my favorite floor plans in this community. It's got a little bit more size, which we can all appreciate. But I love what they've done here with the kitchen. And this is kind of what you can expect with the new home company. They have really wonderful design, and I'm not just saying that. I see a lot of builders in Sacramento. These guys really have it down. I love the way they do their design, cabinets. Even you'll notice here is that they actually got the upper cabinets on these lower ones right here. So it kind of fills up to the ceiling here. So you have a little bit taller ceilings here. We're looking at about 9 feet right here. And it kind of elevates the size of the home, the feel of the home. Now here too, you'll see kind of they went with the gray style countertops. I believe we're looking at a quartz here. And so with that, you kind of have that contrast with the white. Now, what makes this plan a little bit different in my eyes, and what kind of stands out to me, is that you have a formal dining area offset here. A lot of the builders, and even in the communities around here, you'll see that it kind of goes living room, dining, kitchen. Whereas this one, this kind of gives you that recessed formal dining feel in here. So if you like that or appreciate that. Now moving over this way, you'll see the backyard too. One thing about these backyards is they're not terribly large, and it just depends which lot you actually get. But this is kind of sizable. I mean, for El Grove, you're not gonna get too much yard space. Some of these larger communities over here that you go up in price, you could get a pool-size backyard. So if that's important to you, it's definitely doable. But on these homes particularly, they're not too large. It's enough for a grass area. Maybe you have a pet, a dog, or you just want to have a little play area for the kids, put in a jacuzzi. It's more for someone who's looking for that smaller yard space, but not too small. So now that we've made it upstairs, you kind of have this little hallway right here. Now to the left-hand side, you're gonna have the laundry room. And then right over here, you're gonna walk into like a smaller loft almost. Now it's not terribly large. You're not gonna have a huge, couch in here, but if you want to have kind of a smaller sofa, little gaming section, possibly even a little play area for the kids, if you have them, this would be a great spot for that. Now over this way, you're gonna have one bedroom right here, which will face the front of the house. And this one has a sliding door closet. So not a walk-in, we still get 2 windows, bring in a lot of natural light. Now, right next door to this one, there's actually gonna be another bedroom right here. This one to me feels a little bit larger. You can see they kind of went with the bunk bed feel, whether you have twins or you just wanna have an extra bed when your kids' friends coming over, that's pretty cool. This one is also facing the front of the home, which is kind of nice. But the reason I reference that is sometimes people really care about how the light hits the home, depending on what the sun's doing. And then right here you have the full bath. So not terribly large, but still plenty of space for the kids to share up here. Now over this side, now this is the exciting part that most people want to know about. It's the owner's suite. So the owner's suite's actually pretty large. I wouldn't say it's over the top large, but it's very sizable for a home under 2,000 square feet. There's plenty of room in here. You want to get the biggest bed possible, you totally can. A lot of natural light in this room specifically. The way just this model home is positioned, I think they did really well there. And then right here, you have the dual sinks in the primary bath, continuing with the matching cabinets down below. I know a lot of people sometimes get hung up on like chrome faucets or different colors in the house, the tile. A lot of this stuff is replaceable and changeable even before you move in. Now, on a lot of these quick move-in homes and deals, a lot of this stuff is already pre-selected, so you won't have too much customization if you want to take advantage of the best possible deal. But that's something that we can work with you on. So if you're looking for the best deals in Sacramento, my team and I specialize in this. And guys, if you are going to be going out there looking at new homes, make sure to reach out to us. We make sure that you're not leaving thousands of dollars on the table when you go to buy a new home. So we help people relocate into Sacramento all the time. Make sure to reach out to us. Our info is right there in the description. And then right on the backhand side, right here, you'll see a full walk-in shower as well, and then a walk-in closet. So this closet is not terribly large, but it's still, I think, very sizable for the space that this home has. And if you're still looking to take advantage of these really low interest rates, but want a slightly larger home, maybe a little bit bigger and open feel, we're gonna go into a little bit of a higher price point here in the mid 700s, and this is their bungalows collection. We're gonna actually show you some of their bigger homes that you could, again, still take advantage of these lower prices and these big incentives with the lower interest rates. So stepping into this one, you'll see right away the size on this home is substantially bigger. It's a whole level up of homes right here. Staircase railing going up to the top. I love the natural wood look on those. You'll have a bedroom and a full bath right here at the front entrance. You have a formal dining off to my left-hand side right here. And then right over here, you kind of have this landing pad where your garage is gonna enter. And on some of these homes, you can go from like a 2-car garage all the way up to a 3-car garage. But then stepping into the main living space, I mean, really this is where it opens up, where people feel like this turns into more of an entertainer's home. And one thing I loved here, and something that some of our clients have specifically asked about, is gas ranges. A lot of the times, especially here in California, a lot of builders are pivoting over to fully electric homes. So sometimes, especially right now in these quicker moving homes, you can get in, and if they still have gas, you might be able to take advantage of that before they switch over to full electric. So keep that in mind. Now on these are just the GE. I know a lot of the times they can include kind of like a higher package, like cafe and some other options. But on these ones, as far as the cabinets go, you can see it kind of went more with like a, what I would call a gray slate, almost like a brown color on these. And then over this way, you kind of have another dining set right here. This would be kind of your informal eating area. And I love that the island on this one, I think it's a white quartz right here. You have 4 stools of seating, probably could squeeze in 5 depending on the chairs that you get. It's a very generous island. And then on this side as well, you kind of have an extra almost buffet slab right here. That's what I would call it. When people are over, you're entertaining, you need more storage space, you kind of have this whole wall right here as well built in. Of course, walk-in pantry, plenty of space in here. You could even convert this, kind of get some more custom shelving in here, spruce it up, make it look a little bit more high-end. And finally, the large living room section. A lot of natural light in this home. I just love the way this is all one big space right here. So if you want something a little bit larger in size, kind of pushing into a new category of home, this is just down the street and offering those low interest rates as well. Now let's check out the backyard. This is another thing, is you're gonna be able to get larger lots out here. And with these are actually gonna be pool-sized lots. On some of these, you could see if you wanted to get kind of a slimmer pool, you could definitely fit one in here. You could get a gazebo on the side, do a garden if you wanted to, but a lot more space, a lot more generous lots on these homes. I know that's one of the biggest complaints I get, because we sell a lot of new construction homes or have people wanting to buy new construction homes. And usually the lot sizes, people aren't happy with the small lot sizes. Over here, you get a little bit more space. On that too, you get a pretty substantial covered patio right here. You can see that it's got almost multiple seating sections. So just depending which plan you get, a lot of these come with the covered patio off the back of the home as well. Now on the second level of the home, you have a much larger open loft here, a lot of natural light coming in. And again, with that kind of natural wood colored stair railing, this is almost a natural wood stain right here. You can see it's got also the see-through rails, so it gives it a little bit more opening right here. Now the staircase goes kind of straight shot from the middle of the home up, and it kind of splits off this way. But I want you to follow me right this way, because This is the owner's suite right here. And the owner's suite is tremendously larger than even in the last home that I showed you. I mean, look how big this home is. Specifically here in this room, I mean, it's a large layout right here. Now the owner's bath, this is pretty cool too, because I mean, you kind of feel that elevated living with the bump up in price, right? For this community, starting kind of in the mid 700s and up from there. But you have the walk-in shower. I love the matte black finishes on the trim. You still get the dual sinks, a little bit more separation, a little bit more space on the vanity area. And then you still get a kind of like a walk-in linen closet, a loo here off to the side. But then right in here, you have a walk-in closet, a super large walk-in closet. It's almost like another bedroom in the house. So, I mean, literally, if you run out of, if you need a new office space, this could be that. But I think this has more than enough room for that large closet you're looking for. Now over to my right here, you'd have a laundry room kind of facing the front of the home. And then you'd also have a bedroom right here off to the left-hand side. But what's cool about this other bedroom right here, if we go up this way, is that this one is actually offering a walk-in closet. So right here, this will be kind of facing the right side outside of the home, but you have a walk-in closet on this one, which is nice. I know always the older kid in the family likes to fight over that one. But then right here as well, you kind of have the full bath, dual sinks, kind of a shared bath for the upstairs. So nice little layout here. Everyone kind of has their corner. It's not too close and tucked together. So again, if you kind of want to do that level up in home, go a little bit higher on the price point, but still take advantage of lower interest rates, you could do this here with New Home Company. So I want to show you kind of the location of Arbor Ranch, where this new construction is going on here in Elk Grove. And we're actually just about 8 to 10 minutes away from Highway 99, so you have pretty quick freeway access. You're also gonna have access to a lot of shopping and amenities, including places like Costco, Trader Joe's, Nugget Markets, even Amazon Fresh, and a plethora of others just within about an 8 or 10 minute drive of this new development and community. But also on top of that, more importantly, you're a part of Elk Grove Unified School District, which is one of the top ranked school districts in all of Sacramento. And this area primarily is connected to some of the better schools in Elk Grove, as well as some places like Cosumnes Oaks High School, which a lot of people want to get into. So if you're looking for top-notch schools, this is a great area to be in. And not even just this builder right here, but this general new construction area for Elk Grove. Now I wanted to bring you into one more new home community. If you're liking Elk Grove so far, give it a thumbs up or consider subscribing. We review all of the new developments throughout Sacramento. If you'd like to be on the in on all this new development, make sure to subscribe. But right here, we're at the new Beezer community. This is called Lily. And why I chose this one is because the pricing, even though it's starting in the low 600s, they actually have an interest rate promo going on at 4.75% fixed right now. So you can get a fixed interest rate for 30 years at 4.75 on select quick move-in ready homes. So this is gonna be another great builder in our area that really focuses on energy efficiency. So if you wanna have a more energy efficient home, they do a great job on the building side. So I'm gonna take you in this single story right here. This is the Jasmine, pushing just under 1,700 square feet. Let's go inside. All right, here we are inside the Jasmine. Now it's a little bit harder to find single story homes. That's kind of why I picked this plan specifically. But they also have larger 2-story homes. So if you're interested in the builder in general, there's definitely a lot more opportunity here. But right here, right off the front, you kind of have a smaller, cozier room. It's not too large, you know, it's kind of fitting in with the floor plan here. Sliding doors for the closet, but this one will kind of face the front of the house. And this one is also kind of attached to a full bath right here. So you still have the tub, shower, of course the vanity, right here kind of in the front section of the home. Now you'll notice here as we walk through, they had LVP flooring installed all the way throughout here. There's a second bedroom right here. And actually let's go inside this one. All right, so this is the second bedroom, and just to kind of showcase you, Beezer typically does this to show how energy efficient their homes are, how much more effort they put into their homes versus just what's required for code. You have a little bit higher rating for attic insulation and general insulation throughout the home, but also it's typically built on 2x6 frame versus a lot of other builders are going 2x4 frame. So they also will typically cover the full exterior of the home with sheathing. And so that also helps for insulation and kind of stability of the house as well. So there's a lot of other things like that. What you'll notice as well on the upper part right here is that the AC vents, they actually have these smaller kind of cutout for AC vents throughout the home. So instead of just one large register, which you would typically see for a bedroom, there's a lot more even flow for AC and heating throughout the home. All right, stepping out of that hallway here, you kind of have a landing pad from the garage, typically a 2-car garage here. Now this looks like a closet, but a lot of the times Beazer actually puts their furnace inside the home in a closet, and they do that for energy efficiency as well. It's also a lot easier on the system. So that's something they do a little bit differently than other builders in our area that I've noticed. Also, your washer and dryer or your laundry room would be right here. Plenty of space for any size of washer and dryer you'd want. If you want to get built-in cabinets, you could do something like that as well. And also on this one specifically, they installed the sink with the vanity down below. So that's typically an upgrade option you can get with builders if you want to do that. But here's really the main piece of the home. You kind of flow right away into the living area right here. Very comfortable. I love the way they designed this. It just feels very comfortable and cozy in this house. I can genuinely say that. I know my camera person agrees with me today. But looks like you have white quartz right here, a nice thick chunky block, which I love on a home. Kind of gives it a more luxury appeal. But Beazer also does a really good job with design. Now, a lot of the items, of course, is included in a home, but in this model home, it's definitely upgraded. You can see the handles right here, more of a matte black finish, some of the updated countertops, and you can see as well here, we got just the Whirlpool appliances. These aren't too high-end. This one looks a little bit more updated here, but they went with the electrical, and I believe these are the induction, so that'll be pretty nice to have if you are into kind of electrical cooktops. Now, flowing this way, you can see the large island, very nice. One thing that Beazer does a little bit different is they have choice plans. So a lot of times in the notable areas like the kitchen or one of the bathrooms, they will let you kind of semi-choose the layout of the kitchen or bath. So if you want your kitchen sink to be in the island or vice versa, sometimes if you get in early enough, you can do that option. But again, when we're talking about lower interest rates on these kind of homes, a lot of the times the builders are offering these special incentives where they're covering your, closing costs, they're giving you a lower price on the home, or they're giving you these substantially lower interest rates. All of that is usually tied to homes that are about 30 or 60 days away from closing. Now, over here, also, you're gonna have a little closet right there for the pantry. And so it's not a full-on walk-in. It's kind of like a quarter step walk-in, but it's still got enough space if you did that Costco run. All right, now that we've kind of shown you the main living space here, I wanna show you the owner's suite and kind of some of the special things you could do to customize it the way that you want. Now, right away here, it's a generous sized room. 1, 2, 3 windows coming in, a lot of natural light. This will be facing the back of the home or the backyard. So depending on what bed size you want, I think you could really fit whatever size you need in here and even have a dresser if you wanted to. But the cool part about this home is, as I was mentioning, there's choice plans. So you can kind of customize it the way that you want. Now stepping into here, you'll see that this one has a beautiful walk-in shower and you have the vanity sink here. Now it's a one sink and then of course a lot of countertop space, maybe like a makeup station, hair station, etc. I know my wife would take advantage of something like that. But then you also have a separate sink here. So you still have the dual sinks, but one is a lot larger. And this is the way that it gets customized, is that this actually shifts out. If you wanted to have a soaking tub and a shower, the shower would be smaller, more in proportion to this space right here. And then you'd have a soaking tub here, or you could have the layout like this if you really have no need for the tub. So that's kind of a nice customization option if you get in early on a Beazer home, or just something that you guys should know out there, that Beazer has a little bit of this customization. Now over here you'd have your loo off to the side, and then of course just a walk-in closet right here. Now for this community, Lily, you're gonna have 3 different floor plans ranging from about 1,600 on the single story all the way up to over 2,200 square feet if you go into the larger 2-story homes. Now pricing is currently starting in the low 600s into the upper 600s, but if you are gonna be moving forward on a quick move-in home, you could get some of your closing costs covered, possibly get better pricing, but more importantly, these lower interest rates running about 4.75% right now. Now these are limited time, these could be going away at any time. Builders can remove that at any time. So if you guys wanna know about these or wanna get in before they go away, you can always reach out to us. Now I wanted to show you the backyard on this single story plan. You can see here, there's still plenty of space if you want to do a little outdoor barbecue set, a little dining area outside, have a little bit of grass or turf. If you have an animal, they're not terribly large. With the single story, the floor plan is more spread out, so taking up most of the lot. So you'll see on the next door homes, when you're going into a bigger 2-story home, it'll feel like you have a much larger lot just with the size of the backyard. So just keep that in mind. If you guys need something about this size where it's little to no maintenance, you know, that's gonna be a perfect situation for someone like you. If you're looking for a much larger lot, you can always reach out to our team as well. We can find those from time to time when builders have certain lots that are a little bit bigger than the average that they carry.